Good afternoon, good evening, hello, and welcome to the witching forecast for the week of the 5th of October down to the 11th or through to the 11th. And I think it's feeling particularly Halloweeny at the moment. The vibes are getting there. We're getting into the Samhain energy. The seasons are shifting and the storms are blowing. So this afternoon, what I'm going to do is what we always do, what we've been doing since March 2020. So I'm sure we've been doing this for about 6 months now. I think we have, which is pretty cool. Around about the 6th month anniversary of the witching forecast, where weekly I go into the tarot and the oracle for the week. So that's for everyone. And then we go through all the star signs to look at what card, what energy we're working with for each of you. And as always, it's so nice to have a look at, if you know your chart or to learn about your chart, you can check out the big three, the top three in your chart, which will be your sun sign. You know that, that's where your birthday is. You should know that anyway. Your rising sign, your ascendant, that's the same thing, and your moon sign. So those are the three we can look at, and in those three, our sun sign represents how we are, really, how we are, who we are, what we do in the world, what is our energy, what is our vibe. Our ascendant is sometimes how we look or how we appear to people, maybe on our first greetings or meetings. It can actually affect our physicality as well, so we can have the shape of our rising sign or ascendant. And then our moon sign is more how we are on the quiet, how we are more at home when no one's watching. So yeah, look at those three. It's always good to get that triad. And different spiritualities or astrology over the world value different parts more. Here we often value the sun sign the most, but other cultures sometimes value your ascendant or your moon more. So it's good to know all of them, especially if you're someone that doesn't really dig your sun sign. Feel like you don't necessarily feel like a traditional Pisces or a Taurus or a Saggy. You can look at the rest of it and see if it makes a little bit more sense. So big hello to everyone that's joining in today. Good afternoon. Hi Gail, Alex, Debbie, Simeon, Amy, LJ, Luce, Miriam, Anne, and Angela. Hello. If I haven't said hello to you, I'm saying hello to you. Lots and lots of love to you guys. Cobweb is scratching the door, so if you hear some kind of creepy scratching, it's because he decided that even though it's freezing and raining outside, he wants a door open so he can sit in the doorway, get me nice and cold, and he can just watch the rain from the warmth of the inside. We're not having that, Cobs. We have been having that most of the day, to be fair. So let's get ready to rumble. I've got some cards here, and what I brought with us, we've got, I think for Luce, she'll be happy to know we've got the Wildwood this week. So we're going to start off, we've got the Tarot of the She, and we've got our Animal Oracle as well. So let's have a look for everybody. So from October the 5th, and happy birthday to all you lovely Librans out there. From October the 5th. Ooh, okay, interesting. I say 5th, and we've got the 5 of Arrows. So it's a bit too dark, too light. There we go, 5 of Arrows. In the Druid card, so in the Wildwood, they have changed some of the meanings and also changed some of the symbols. So the arrows is the swords traditionally, and the 5 of Arrows is called frustration. So this kind of hunter is really desperately, actually I'm going to start doing, I've signed up to learn archery. I signed up in March, sorry, and it was obviously cancelled because of COVID, and now it started off again. So this is probably me learning archery. But I pulled another card because I don't want just frustration, though we are going to go into frustration because it's really important we don't hide from the stuff that comes a bit stressful. We just look at the other side of it as well. So with being at the Arrows, this can be very much about our mental activities. So our brains could be right now going, I need to do this, I need to work this out, and I have to do that. And whatever we're doing, maybe it's just not hitting the mark, using the logical part of the brain, the intellect that desperately wants to control. But it's interesting, the other card I love, I think it's one of my favourites from this deck. The other one we brought up here to connect is the Seer. And this is the High Priestess traditionally. And look at her, she is stunning. And she's in tune with the energy, in tune with the elements. She's in tune with the water. She's channeling. She is intuition. She is that, I'm saying passive force, and that's often given a negative thing. I don't mean passive as in, oh, well, whatever. It's like receptive. So we say receptive energy. She is receiving. Whereas actually this is trying really hard to logically hit the mark and getting angrier and angrier and angrier. So this week could be about just well, it is about choosing that more powerful path, accepting that our society works on certain levels and not other levels, and that can actually get us into a right pickle. So you may experience, we are going to go, Mercury's going to go retrograde fairly soon, and we may be feeling that revving up, but you won't be able to control things as ever much as you'd like to this week. And this card is like really beckoning as well, and that is the Bear, which is amazing. It's judgment traditionally, and it's just like, here we go. I love, sorry, I'm trying to get you to see properly. There we go. I love this, the Great Bear, the constellation in the sky, and the burial mound, the mound of the ancestors and transformation. So to get through the challenges that the rest of this year holds, you may need to let your cat out. You may need to go within. Hey, Cobber, what do you think? What do you think, Cobber? What do you think about it all? You may need to go within, and you may need to trust the bigger picture, the bigger path. I don't feel like going the old-fashioned way of trying to logically work it out will be very, very helpful. But there's a chance to really reset this week and get into your higher self, your majestic divine self, and then the challenges and the changes of this year will shift, I feel. So really beautiful, really, really beautiful. What do you think, Cobbs? He says, no cats on it. No, it's very true. So there's our three, ended up being three. I'm sure it gets more every week, doesn't it? 3 cards for the week. Hi, everyone that's just joined. Hello, hello. And the next we're going to do is an oracle card. So obviously getting a bit Halloween, like my skull glass for the day. Let's look at the animal totems for the week and see which animal we have, apart from a cat, which animals that we have that will be connecting with us this week. Okay, so for everybody, this is for all of us. For this week, this one's coming out. Oh, look. Oh, the moose. Wisdom. It's a nice card. I just love the artwork on these cards. It endlessly makes me happy. So moose, wisdom. Should we read it, Cobweb? It says, let your head and mind, can I talk? Probably not. Let your head and mind reach to the stars. We'll come back to that in a second. Yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Where are the cards we just had? What did I just do with them? Because doesn't this really resonate with the Great Bear and with everything we just spoke about just now? Here we go. I've got these cards again. So I think really with this one here, the Great Bear, I was talking about the ancestors in the burial mound. You've got the stars and the earth. I think everything in that card really resonates with what the moose energy was saying as well. So let your head and mind reach to the stars. I feel like this week, if we don't let our head and mind reach to the stars and stay grounded, we're going to end up in this frustration pickle if we're trying to deal with things on the mundane. So really interesting guidance and advice from Mr. Moose there, and from the bear, and from everything that was coming through there. So that's really, really cool. I hope you enjoyed the energy of the cards for the week. And do let me know if it resonates with you and how you're feeling about things as we go through. Let's stick with the Wildwood. I haven't used the Wildwood for a few weeks. Whoa! Oh, the Lover's card jumped out. That's for me. You can't have that one. Me and Cobweb. No, I'm joking. That's for everybody. An extra card for everybody. The Lover's card that just leapt out there. Nice. Okay, so let's have a look and let's go through everyone's star signs. So we are going to go through from the current star sign, which is Libra, and we're going to get a card for everybody. So let's have a little look and see. Starting with our lovely Librans, here is your card for the week. Okay, card for the week for Librans. Okay, it's not the most birthday-like of cards, but you know, keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on, make your mark on the world, keep working your skills, your plans. Even though it's not the most party-ish of cards, what it really is kind of engrossing yourself in your work, in your skills, in your talents. It's carving your path. It may be kind of stepping out away from other people for a minute to really focus on what's important for you. That could be studying, that could be perfecting a skill, getting on with work you need to do, but it feels like the kind of work that you actually want to do. So it feels like the kind of work that you're going to move forward within life and, you know, go beyond what other people have done. It feels an exciting time for you to be enthralled in what you're doing and making your mark on the world. Did you know the word enthrall comes from the word thrall, which was a slave in Viking times? So if you're enthralled, you're enslaved. There we go, geek fact. Don't get enslaved this week though, just, you know, get excited about what you're doing and allow that that passion to fuel you to create. With these dark nights here in the UK, you know, you can just hunker on down and get on with the things that really do inspire you. So moving on to our lovely Scorpio friends. Oh, there's, no, his ships had gone, but he's just there. Let's have a look and see. For Team Scorpio for this week, ooh, the Stag. I love this card. Like, what I do love about this deck is many things. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so it's not too bright. There we go. There's many things about this, and this is the Strength card traditionally. But I know that sometimes the Strength and the Chariot, they all get moved around. But this is a very big with the Rider-Waite. Sometimes they move things around the numbers, but this is really powerful Strength. Look at this. You've got this real sense of being with the earth and being with the drum and the ancestral energy there. So this is a really powerful card. You can be so in your power this week, Scorpios. In tune with the earth, like we were saying, your antlers reaching up to the stars, the drum connects you with the land, with the ancestors, and he's got the axe, so it's about cutting, you know, having the knowing to cut away what no longer serves you or to cut down what is in your way. It's a very powerful card for you to be very strong, grounded, and to make your presence known. So it's a great card for success if you're wanting to attempt to succeed with something this week, if you want to move forward with a plan or a goal. You have everything in your power there to make it happen. So very exciting. Okie dokie, so let's have a little look and see what else is coming through. We're moving through to our lovely Sagittarians, Team Saggy. So this is your card for the week, Sagittarians. Nice. 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups. Lovely, Sagittarians. Try and make you see it properly. There we go. 3 of Vessels, joy. So you've got 3 cranes there celebrating, the 3 different cups there, the green of the heart, the gold of wealth, and the white of innocence and new starts. You are in this realm of many reasons to celebrate. You know, this operates on 3 levels here, celebrating in different ways. So abundance and joy and love and lightness is yours this week. And if it's not always easy to find these kind of feelings, tap into the things that bring you joy, tap into the things that make you giggle and be silly and lightness, because this is a great energy to lift spirits and make it your task this week, Sagittarians, to have fun and to bring joy and abundance into the equation. And sometimes that's how we attract the best things towards us, isn't it? Not by being serious or pushing. You know how the original card was frustration, by trying too hard, by being too focused on a certain goal. We can get frustrated, but if joy is our path this week, then we're going to attract some really beautiful and bright things towards us. So let's see what's coming up next, Team Capricorn. This is your card for the week for the Cappies, the King of Arrows, so the King of Swords. We've got a Kingfisher. So darting, have you ever seen a Kingfisher where they dart and they're electric blue colour? They're quick, they're on a mission. You see them, you don't, they're gone. This is how communication is going to be for this week for you. You are going to be on this. You are going to be focusing. You're going to be direct. So Capricorns this week, mentally agile on it, in a sense of directing your will this week. It's quick. It's almost mercurial in how quick it is. So it's not a time for mulling it over 5 years and going, do I do this? Do I not? You've probably worked it out and you probably know what you need to do. So it's boom. Do this, say this, get acting on a plan, take control, take charge, or else somebody else will. And you don't want that, do you, Cappies? I think as horned star signs do not like other people taking control. So you can do it. You've got your eyes there. Send that email, write that letter, get that plan out there. Focus your mind. You can achieve great things with great speed this week. So hi everyone, I know it sounds good, Simeon. Hi Ulrika, hope you're well. And Debbie is a Saggy person who needs a little bit of joy and abundance, yes, for sure. So again, everybody do check your star signs, your sun, your ascendant, and your moon, the big three. You know, if not, then you'll know when your birthday is, just do that one. But if you can get that extra knowledge, then it's really great to get a fuller picture of how your week might turn out to be. So moving on to our lovely Aquarians, the electric Aquarians. And you guys have the Two of Bows, the Two of Wands. Look at that. That is just like pretty powerful energy there. And it's a decision, because all twos represent choices and opposites and options. And the Two of Wands there, look, he's just on the mountaintop. He's high up. The stars are all around him. He's got inspiration. He's above. Often they call like inspiration in the Celtic tradition fire in the head, like your shamanic state or your kind of inspired divine frenzy in a way is the fire in the head, and that's when you're inspired and full of the passions of life. And this person very much has that inspiration, and they need to know what to do with it. You can't just stand there, you probably get a bit toasty. So what are you going to do with it? Do you stay? Do you go? Do you make those changes? This is, I think either way is good for you. So it just feels like make the decision which fills you with the most joy, which is going to move you forward. Make a decision which is going to lift you and inspire you and bring you brightness, because you've got a lot of power. I love the card. It is power. It's building energy, but it will maybe require you make a decision so that you can move forward in the best possible way for you this week. Thank you. Thank you. We take the label off the bottom of these, shouldn't I? It doesn't look great, but we can look at Mr. Scully. Mr. Scully. I'm a bit disappointed. I mean, I know that there's bigger things at play right now in the world, but how like all the Samhain Halloween stuff is not in the local shops really. But you know, usually I know there's things that, but you know, it's a bit of a miserable winter. Like we want to have things to look forward to, and decorating your house Halloweeny is part of it. And the shops are just failing me on Halloween stuff at the moment. Anyway. Let's have a look. I don't know if it's the same where you are. It might be different where you are. I get very jealous. I watch Voltaire's Halloween sort of gothic homemaking show, and the Halloween shops in America. Oh my gosh, it's like a dream. Anyway, so let's keep going and look at Pisces. Here is your card for the week, Pisces. Lovely. So we have with Capricorn the King of Arrows, and here we've got the Queen, the lovely swan, the Queen. She's so gracious, so sovereign, so beautiful, one of the most beautiful of birds, white and pure and bright. And you know, you don't know she's paddling like crazy under the water because she looks so elegant and gliding on the above world. So birds, of course, represent the arrows or the swords because it's the element of air. But the Queen is always the watery aspect of the element. So a water bird, and the most beautiful and gracious of water birds, makes perfect sense. So this is queening up time. That's for girls and boys. This week, it's time to really walk it like you own it. You know, really come into your power. Don't accept anything that's less. Act like you are, you know, the sovereign that you know yourself to be. Tap into your divine power. And, you know, what do they say? Fake it till you make it. If you're not feeling it, if you don't feel that way, just dress that way, or, you know, fake it that you feel that way until you start believing it and the world starts believing it, and suddenly it's all happening. Again, I'm being drawn to the smoothness. So it could be a week for progressing smoothly, but probably underneath she's paddling like a nutter. So you've probably done a lot of the work, but actually you'll find things plain sailing. And also I like the fact she is kind of paddling away. She's like, you gonna come follow me? So no chasing people this week. It's more about leading by example, and the right people will be around you. And don't stay around with people that don't suit you, who don't live up to your level. Okay, so that's for our lovely Aquarius, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising. So hi there, everyone that's joined. Lots and lots of love to you guys. Hope you're having a great afternoon or evening, or whenever you're watching this later. And now we're moving on to Aries. So Team Aries, here is our card for the week. Ooh, the World. Nice. Okay, the World is, I wish you could see it properly without me having to move things around. There we go, the World Tree. And look on the tree, you've got the spring leaves, the summer leaves, the autumn leaves, and the winter leaves. So yeah, everything. And you've got the labyrinth that goes to the door in the tree. This looks like the meditations that I usually do, isn't it? Like this is kind of a visual for meditation, to walk the labyrinth. And the labyrinth is an amazing metaphor for the inner mission, for the inner journey of life, for the path of life, and to kind of find stillness and peace and oneness. And then into the depth of the tree, the roots that go deep, the branches that go up, and the trunk that is here. So we have the three worlds represented with the tree. It is completion time. It's all happening, Aries. The bigger picture is here. There's some things you're letting go of, some things you're grieving, some things you're celebrating, and some things you're starting. But it feels a magical time. It feels amazing. Well done. You've completed one phase and you're ready for the next phase. So it's very exciting energy. And the world is everything. So go within, go without. Realize that you're in the biggest of transition times and that you've kind of come to a very powerful point in your journey. Woohoo! Hi everybody, and Katie saw one of my lovely art cards in Haworth yesterday. Oh great, oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I've got some lovely art cards going around. That's lovely news to hear that, thank you. And now we go to our lovely Taurian friends. So Team Taurus, here is your card. Okay, the Page of Arrows. Little Wren, surviving the storm by being super clever and super quick and just super, really. So the myth of the fastest bird to get to the sun, I think it was the eagle, but the wren got on the eagle's back and got there first. So there's a cleverness this week. Wrens survive the storm, wrens create a safe space, wrens come through. And with the Page of Arrows, the Page of Swords, it's like using your ideas, your inspiration to get somewhere. You know, this is a new beginning time for you. There's the thoughts and dreams that you're having right now, you can put into action, and they can be amazing. And this is a really lovely time of moving forward, hopping towards your dreams, planning, but getting excited. There's no stress around this because the wren knows they can do it. They know they can survive. They know they can thrive. And the smallest actions can create the biggest reactions. So don't be afraid just to do something small this week because it can create a really positive, bigger effect. And don't feel like, oh, what can I do? Every action will have an amazing knock-on effect with the wren. So thank you, thank you. And Carol's saying she's going to buy some. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. I'm full of energy. I think, yeah. Well, thank you. Right, let's have a look next and see what we have, who we have, our lovely Geminis. My brain has to think sometimes, what happens next? I lose track sometimes. Team Gemini. Never forget you guys, because I've got lots of lovely Geminis that watch this every week, so we don't want to let the Geminis down because they are the archer. Look at you, the chariot, your bow is drawn back. The loyal hounds are beside you. You have loyalty, you have support, you have focus. Where are you going to unleash your arrows this week? What are you going to focus on? You are the guardian of something. Maybe you are making a focused decision. Whatever you put your mind towards this week, Gemini. And you are, Geminis, they are very mercurial, literally. They are the thoughts and the ideas and the quickness. But often with Gemini, of course, there's a duality. So maybe you often feel torn or so many different things going on in your mind. But if you bring them together this week and focus, you are going to be unbeatable. It's time to move forward. It's time to make a goal. It's time to believe in yourself because you've got this. You've more than got this. Focus your goal, protect what's right for you, and aim and fire. This is not me on my first archery lesson because I'm sure I will be terrible when I try archery. So thank you, and thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Amy. I'm glad my hair's looking fine. Thank you. That's very kind. I hope you're all really good, and I miss you all. So moving forward to our lovely Cancerians. Let's see, Cancerians, what's coming up for you? So nice. I love this one as well. 8 of Bows. So the 8 of Wands is often Speedy Gonzales. It's fire, going quick. But as I said with the Wildwood, they have changed a few things. And this is so nice. This celebration, this warmth. Okay, I must call the police. There's more than 6 people gathered in this picture. This is a celebration and warmth and community and joy and celebrating the hearth. And the hearth is the heart and the centre and where things are important. We may not be able to gather in groups and celebrate at the moment, but you can still feel connected to your tribe, to your community, to those that you love. and to create that sacred space to find the time to be warm and celebrate with them. There's a great sense of community, a great sense of celebration, and a great sense of helping each other along at the moment, which is really, really nice, really warm. Okay, so really lovely card for Cancer. Enjoy your community, your family, those that care about you. It's so nice. My Cancer rising is very happy by that. I just love it, like warmed by the fire. Yeah, you can have your own fire going and chat to other people, but I know it's not quite the same, but the energy of that connection is strong and is there. So Alex says, perfect, thank you. Oh, sorry, thank you, perfect card. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ulrika's loving the Gemini energy this week. Good, good, good. I'm super glad to hear that as well. So moving forward to Leo's team. Leo, lion time. Oh, again, we've had this one already. Who got this earlier? It's the Queen of Arrows. Queen of Arrows, Queen of Swords, the Swan. Well, you Leos are regal. You are the kings and the queens of your world. They are, you've got this queen stuff going on. But usually, you're working with the fire energy. This is about air. And this is about ideas, maybe about boundaries, about how you want to be treated. You could really launch something amazing this week, which lifts you up. You could communicate in a different way. You could create something that puts you in a new place. The Queen of Swords is all about this emotionally experienced intellectual powerhouse. That is the keywords for you guys this week. Emotionally experienced, sovereign, intellectual powerhouse. Go for it. And no one takes the Queen of Swords as a fool. They don't. And there we go. So let's have a look and see. We've got that was the Leo card. Now I'm moving through to Virgo. Team Virgo. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to let you feel insecure on your own. Oh, this is so good. I love when this happens. We do not fluff over... Oh, I rubbed my nose and said fluff. We do not fluff over bad things or stress or drama. But what we do is look at the different aspects, because especially with the swords cards or the arrows in this deck, they are thoughts. And a thought can be changed pretty easily with the right help. And bless this little beautiful green dryad face spirit, 7 of Arrows, insecurity. Like, we've all had I couldn't possibly, I can't, I'm only small, I can't do this. And look how fabulous she is though. And look at what is coming up. And that's why I said I loved it, because you have the same dryad energy. She is a goddess. She is the green woman, the fertile mama of the forest. She is the queen. Maybe she's forgotten she's the queen. Maybe she's forgotten her power that resides within the cauldron, not in the thoughts. Our first card for the week was frustration, but trying to control everything. We sometimes have to go into that brain, but that brain is not helping Miss Dryad of all beauty here, but remembering her beauty, her power, her creativity. I love it. I love her round belly. I love her beautiful dress. I love just everything about her. And just remember your power, remember your beauty, remember your creativity, your fertility, everything, and you'll come back into yourself just like that. This is an illusion. It's a thought. This is your essence, the green woman, the empress. So, Team Virgo, there you go. So let's have a little look and see how everyone that's getting involved. So this is a week, if you just tuned in just now, it's a weekly tarot forecast going through the star signs. We do a general card for everybody at the beginning, but I end up doing about 3 or 4 cards at the beginning, and then we go through all the star signs. So yeah, and just have your chart near you. You can always look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant. So Miss Amy, who's a Virgo, she's struggling today. Remember, I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but remember, you are an amazing, beautiful queen, and do the things today that will remind you of that. Maybe thinking it through isn't going to help you, but having a nice luxurious bath or pampering or treating or doing something, whatever reminds you of your power, will hopefully start getting you more into that green woman, that empress spirit. So moving towards, that's all of them, isn't it? We've done everybody. We've done everyone. We've been through everyone. I forgot where we started in Libra, didn't we? And we've been through all of the signs. So yeah, that was all done. So thank you guys for tuning in for another week of the Witching Forecast. And if you do want to check out more of my lives, they'll be on Instagram on Wednesday. I do Witchy Wednesday at 7 p.m. this week. And you can ask me any questions you would like over on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, come follow me at LauraRedWitch. And if not, I'll be here next week for next week's witching forecast. Thank you. Yeah, some Virgo love going out there. I really feel that, like, with the Virgo card, the insecurity, it's just, not just, it's a big thing, but you guys are also ruled in a very mercurial way. So thinking is your superpower. Sometimes your superpower can be overanalyzing, overthinking, over worrying, and you know, Virgo is this kind of earthy goddess. So remember that part of yourself. Okay, guys, loads of love to you all. Mwah. Take care, and I'll see you all really soon. Have a fabulous week. Loads of love, and yeah, be awesome.